And we're starting the news off with the Hot Toys R5D4 Pit Droid and BD7216 scale figure collectible set by Hot Toys. This one comes in at $265, releasing July to December 2023. The price isn't bad, but I feel like there's some missed opportunity in the way that they're doing this. So I think the sculpts are fantastic right off the bat. I think the BD droid, the Pit droid, R5 all look incredible. But I really would like for them to have given us an option for a 3 Pit droid pack at a much cheaper price point. Because whenever you see them in Episode 1, whenever you see them in Book of Boba Fett and the Mando, they're always kind of running like in a little bit of a pack. And even here, there's the white rimmed one, the black, and the reddish brown. I would have loved to have seen a pack that comes with all 3. I think that would have been really cool.
Especially since they show 3 that are unique and different in their own right.
Yeah, exactly.
In the damn photos. It's like, charge an extra, $50 and put 2 more droids in there.
Yeah. Certainly not a lot of plastic for the money, though. R5D4, biggest of the bunch. I don't know. Like, the price is both not bad and also not great. I feel like this would be like a 220, easily a few years ago. And a lot of people on the internet were complaining that I saw in the groups. They wanted R5D4 to have that holographic effect on the steel at the top of the dome. And I was ready to join the ranks there. But if you look at the show, I guess at this point he's lost those from A New Hope. So kind of interesting to see there. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about this. Like, I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I also just wish they gave us a 3-pack of Pit Droids.
Yeah, like you said, the price is fine. It's neither great nor terrible. I love R5D4. A great nod to the original films. And deep cut if you're a fan of Skippy the Jedi droid. I don't know how many of you guys know who Skippy is. R5D4 is a force-sensitive droid named Skippy, and he sees his future.
What a weird thing that happened.
Dude, it's one of those things that's like, I didn't need an explanation for this. Why are you doing this?
That could have just been a thing that happened.
Yeah. So R5D4 in the comics blows his motivator on purpose so R2D2 will get chosen instead of him.
Fulfill a much greater purpose. What a stupid fucking
Such a dumb fucking inclusion. So Skippy the droid, everybody. A BD unit is pretty cool to see. As a fan of BD1, I do like this. Obviously not the same droid, but it gives me hope that they'll make Cal Kestis in the future now that they have this mold made. And he's coming out in a second game, so I do love to see that. But yeah, the inclusion of 2 extra little pit droids wouldn't have cost much more money. And I feel like you would have gotten a much bigger bang for your buck. Like I said, even if they charged a little bit more, to have like a whole little crew of droids. I mean, 3 isn't terrible, but I'm not in love with it. What about you, John?
Look, it's a different release. I don't mind this release. I don't see anything wrong with the R5. I think it was executed well. Can you guys hear me? Because it got so quiet. Oh, right. Sorry.
I'm
it
waited
looks
with
great.
bated breath. I'm muting myself because it sounded like Maradona on cocaine last time.
Oh, my bated breath sounds a lot more out of breath.
My masturbated
silent,
breath actually sounds a bit different.
That's an off-con exclusive.
Be careful, don't blow your motivator.
Wow. Okay, so back to what I was saying. R5 is I think it looks really good. They all look great. Going back to what you guys are saying, 265. Damn. I almost would have liked to see the R5 sold separately, and then give us the 3 pit droids and the BD unit as one pack. You could have purchased them that way and sold the R5 completely separately. For what? $230, $240? Maybe that's high hopes.
Probably.
But I think that would have been better business-wise, just because now we have an R5, 1 pit droid, and a BD unit. What are we going to do with 1 pit droid? I guess just for some representation in the collection. But again, if Mando's what do they call that? It slipped my mind now. That jet that he has.
The Razor Crest or
The new one,
Naboo Starfighter.
the Starfighter. If we get that Starfighter, which is really being hinted that actually may come out, you're gonna want to have more of those
pit
droids. So I think, hey, we might get it down the line. That's the thing. Maybe that's a plan they have. For right now, they're gonna give us a 3-pack, and then down the line they'll give us just the 3 pit droids.
You mean a reissue?
Someone in the comments mentioned the other 2 might come with Peli.
Oh, that would be good too.
Which would be really cool. Yeah,
that would be really good. But yeah, no, I think it's a solid release. It's really exciting to see R5.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that Hot Toys does really well is droids. I mean, they've done a lot down the way, and I know they just did the ones from Phantom Menace and Clone Wars, Clone Wars, not Phantom Menace. And R2s that they've done has always been really good. So I'm glad that they're doing it. I agree that I wish there was more than one pit droid, because if there's any kind of droid that you want more than one of, it would be the pit droid. For one that's small, you can display a few of them and all that. So I definitely smell a 2-pack coming down the road or something else. But yeah, I mean, just like Dean said, now that they have a BD mold, we're one step closer to a Cal, and that's all I really care about. So
hell yeah, baby.
Price is definitely a little bit high for what you get, but they're all super detailed and nice. Hopefully there's some, I don't know if there'd be any diecast in R5 like there is in R2, just because he doesn't have that kind of metallic dome, but it would be cool if they would include some of that in there, but I'm doubtful. I bet you it's all plastic, but yeah, I love me some droids. I'll probably get this pack down the line, but yeah, it's highly detailed. I like it.
Yeah, I think that the price thing, it just is what it is at this point. These are where Hot Toys are at, so we can't really complain too much about that, or if we do, who listens? I think this is nice because it's for like completionists. How many figures can you release of the same characters? This is something that's not as common. We've seen how many Boba now, Luke, all those characters. So this is for the people that maybe have all those other characters and just want to add something.
I was gonna say, Sideshow has done R5D4 before, and I guess the neck area of the droid with those little silver squares is very iridescent in the movies, and Sideshow, I think, nailed that. I don't know. I guess maybe it's different in the Book of Boba Fett, but I'm not seeing it here. So
did you miss like 2 minutes of the show?
No. I'm saying I don't know what it looked like screen accuracy wise for the Book of Boba Fett, but
I showed this already.
Okay, one like grainy ass screenshot, but
and I literally mentioned it.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you say that.
Gabagool.
Well, when you start talking, my brain shuts off because.
Okay, well, hopefully your Wi-Fi will shut off again. You fucking gabagool.
Fuck you fucking
Buck Fangs.
Gabagool eating
Buck
son of a
Fangs
bitch.
says, I feel betrayed by Brenton and John's backgrounds. I specifically came here for 1/6. They deserve to be scale shamed.
Well, see ya, bud.
How dare you?
Get
him out of here. Buddy. Get him out of here.
You guys are really.
I need to do a supercut of Dean saying that, followed by, or like me saying that, and then Dean being like, "Yeah, I don't see that there." Fucking guy.
How dare you?
Just goes to show you, Dean's.
John. I'll shut you down, John. I'll shut you down. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, just, I don't know. I do actually really want an R5D4 in my collection, so maybe somebody buys a couple multi-packs and just so they have 3 pit droids and they sell off the R5D4 cheap, because I just think he's cool. I always liked his design, and I want it in 6 scale. I think I even have the little Kenner shitty one. Yeah. No, I'll just track down the Sideshow one, maybe.
Speaking of shitty, Savage Rammer by YLC Toys.
Why? No. Why is this shitty? Really?
The name
Bro,
alone,
John, are
dude.
you kidding me, bro?
John.
The name alone.
Besides Mr. Clean inside the suit.
Jesus Christ. It's like Vin Diesel.
Family!
Boy, John, this is bad, bro.
It's better than the one Hot Toys gave us.
No way, John. Come on.
Hot Toys didn't give us one. Hello.
Thank
Yeah, but why do you
bro.
want
This
one
shit
with a
looks
code
like
name?
It's like, the crying baby.
like a. It looks like the Gerber baby. Oh boy, this hasn't even gone up for pre-order. Thank the Lord.
Looks
I
like
think
Danny
Gerber-
at Oxcon.
A Gerber
Jesus
Craven
Christ,
baby.
minus the conch on the head. Dude, Danny got conked on the head. There's honestly nothing good to say about this. It doesn't even look like the thing in the movie. Like, I don't understand. It's almost like they looked at it once and then never looked at it again.
Just did it from memory.
And just did it from memory because it looks nothing like this, which this you imagine they actually put some effort into. Obviously didn't get released.
Oh, I was about to say this looks pretty good, and it's the Hot.
No, that's the Hot Toys one.
Yeah, but
Bro,
where is
oh.
it? These bastards.
This shit looks like those shitty Transformers that like you get for like $10 at the store, but they don't transform. I mean, it just nothing looks good about this.
We have Rhino at home. Rhino at home.
Bro, this is the second worst thing ever to happen to rhinos.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's not true.
Holy shit! Zach, you can't say stuff like that. You're gonna make that demonetization button stop working for real.
For real. Bro, John stressed me out. I was like, fuck, my jokes have gone too far.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is
Oh, boy.
this is real rough.
It looks like one of those toys that you kind of and then it just kind of walks like real shitty on the floor.
Yeah,
Oh boy, this
Oh.
is bad. This is
it's yeah. Also, the proportions make zero sense with this guy in there. It's like, okay, where are his arms and legs then? Like, it's just like this awkwardly placed bust. I don't know. It looks. Nothing about this is redeemable.
Bro, this looks like how I'm built, actually, to be honest. Short, stubby legs, big old belly. Yeah, this is bad, bro. This is bad. And the
Guns
portrait-
attached to your hands.
I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah.
Jesus,
That's
John.
pretty
That's crazy because John's really critical on most things.
Well, I don't
and
really
this, he's
remember.
like, it's not that bad.
I don't really remember what it looks like in the film, to be honest, because it was like 10 seconds. But I do know Hot Toys put their teaser up, so you'd think
Yeah, they
that
actually had quite a few photos of kind of what they were going to do.
this one looks good. But you'd think that Hot Toys didn't put it up. These guys are going to focus and get their shit together. But
Oh.
hopefully,
miss-
Opportunity.
Yeah, it's
missed
like
opportunity. Yeah.
none of the shoulders and the chest bits are there. It's just like
Knees aren't even the right
The photo
shape.
on the top right is hilarious. There, where he's screaming with the
And that's supposed to be Paul Giamatti too, dude. That's
yeah,
not-
no.
What?
that looks more like fuck. Who's the guy that plays Kingpin?
Jesus.
D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it looks like him, fucking Private Pile, dude.
Equan says they're only making 999 of these. So for the 7 people that buy them, I apologize, but boy, this
It'd
is...
be interesting to see if we get the actual licensed one.
I wouldn't
Can't wait
mind.
to
I
tell
think it
them.
looks great.
I mean,
Tell the wife
they're
it's Savage Rammers.
they're reissuing Andrew Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
This company's making this out of nowhere. Maybe there's some rumor down the pipeline that Hot Toys is going to make it after all. And so they're like, hey, let's get ahead of it. Let's trick people into buying ours first. So maybe we will see something like that because we've seen wilder shit.
Has
I don't think I
this
could see
company-
wilder than this, bro.
Has this company made anything before? I don't know if I've ever heard of this company before.
I've never heard of them.
4LL-Toys? You've never heard of them?
Oh, 4LL Dash. I thought it was 4LC. Okay.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe, I don't know.
That's a 4.
Jesus Christ. Could be a Y. Who knows?
I thought it was an H.
Well, the C's not attached to the other L. Or yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever
actually,
it
yeah.
is.
4LL. Yeah.
4LL hyphen.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen this year. I'll be completely
We can't even
honest.
get the
Bro.
company name right.
Somehow
Bro,
this
this-
bails out. Somehow this bails out the Homelander.
Bro, this might be the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, in terms of likeness of whatever it's trying to represent, this is pretty bad.
I thought that was
I can't think of
Scandal.
anything that tops it. Wow!
How dare you?
Oh my lord!
How dare you? anyways, I think we've taken the piss out of this enough. In art, supposedly, I think this weekend coming up at their long time no soiree event, they're going to be showing us the prototype of Aragorn. Now, already hashtag Swordgate popping up because people want both swords to be included, but I think in this case it makes sense to give us just the Fellowship sword and not the Return of the King sword as well. I think that makes a lot of sense. Different outfit, different gear, different movie. Like, I would like to get both swords with the release, but I can also understand the logic of only giving one. I think the biggest thing for them, because their rooting is fantastic, so there's no doubt in my mind they're going to nail the rooting. I think the likeness is going to be a tough one. We've seen Sideshow attempt it. We've seen Asmus do it quite a few times. We've seen Prime 1 do it recently. And in my opinion, none of them have looked anything like Viggo Mortensen. So I think if they can nail this likeness, like, that is going to be absolutely incredible if they can. And then, of course, what pricing it's going to come out at. It's going to be very interesting to see. So I think by this weekend, we should have lots of news because we're going to be getting the final product, I believe, from Joker and Gandalf. And I think they were also going to show the final product from Pennywise. And then we're going to see the next few prototypes for their 1/6 scale line. So interested to see how this turns out.
Yeah.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Vigo has a very specific face. I've never seen anyone get it right. Literally anyone. I was never even particularly convinced by the Prime 1. So I'm very excited to see how this turns out, but yeah, I'm with you. Cautiously optimistic.
Well,
Cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Spice it up, boys.
Spice it up.
I'm not giving a fucking eulogy, boys. Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'm super stoked for this, dude. I've this the Rings of Power has definitely reignited my fandom in Lord of the Rings. I mean, not that it ever really went away, but I'm like much more into it, recently having watched it again. So I'm super duper stoked for this. I agree with you guys that the offerings we had for Vigo have not been the best. Some of them have been almost there, but none of them have really captured it. Not perfectly, but up to the standards, I guess, that we would be significantly happy with. So I'm hoping that InArt does it. I mean, they've done it with everything they've showed so far. I think when they show the final of the Joker and Gandalf, if they have Gandalf there, I think that's going to be really, sort of a lever on how much the excitement is. Because if they knock it out of the park and it's super close to the prototype, then it's like, shit, let's party. It's on. Let's get all of it. But yeah, we'll see. But either way, I'm hoping that they knock whatever they put out of the park, and I hope there's no more Swordgate or anything like that. I hope they get it right the first time. So we'll see.
Yeah. Buck says this looks like a job for 4LC Toys, and InArt should outsource the likeness to them. How dare you, Buck?
Do you think that if that Joker does come out the way the prototype was shown, that we'll see a dip in the existing Hot Toys Ledger figures?
The prices?
Prices, yeah.
Yeah, I think demand is going to go down. I think price will go down as well. I would say also supply will go up quite a bit. I also think that at least from what I understand, the InArt should be closed already, right? The 3 different
Correct.
versions. So I think if you have a pre-order and, for some reason you decide not to keep it, I think you could probably get more than what you've paid for on that. I think you're going to be able to sell that for more. I think it's going to become very sought after. So, yeah, I think absolutely.
I think the market for the Hot Toys one is going to stay exactly where it's at. Because I don't think people are going to be willing to pay more than retail for the InArt one. Because that was already very fucking expensive. So I think that when people see that in hand, they're going to be like, fuck, I really want a Joker now. And they're not going to be able to get the InArt one. So they'll just keep buying the Hot Toys ones. But I guess we'll see, because it's going to change kind of, I guess, not really change the market, but it's going to have a very unique impact on it, I think.
Yeah, this show has a lot of weight to it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Is that a fat joke?
No, it's going to be a very important show.
I didn't say the panel. I didn't say the panel. I said the show.
I'm just fucking with you.
A lot of round mounds in this panel, I'll tell you that much.
Hey yo.
I got a neck
I got 2 of them.
neck check.
There you go, neck check, dude. That's got to be a shirt. That's a good one, John. Holy shit. Brenton, Usby, anyone else? Or actually,
You know-
Brenton, you won already. Sorry.
I'm excited for people that are excited for this. For me,
God damn it.
Oh my
I have no
God.
interest whatsoever. But if you guys are excited, I'm happy for you. Just gonna live through you guys and enjoying this Aragorn figure. What do you guys think of the base? What does that represent to you? Because as not being a huge Lord of the Rings fan, it's just a weird rectangular piece of concrete that I don't understand.
What is this, question of the week?
I feel like it kind of could represent anything, like maybe like the Council of Elrond. To me, it's more of like the end of the movie. What's that little temple thing where they get attacked by the orcs, Zach?
The Mines of Moria?
Temple of Doom.
No. The end of the first film where Frodo takes off on the boat.
Oh, I don't think it's that. I don't know what the name for that is, but no, I think this is more Rivendell, maybe.
Well,
I was gonna say, it seems like Rivendell.
Elvish architecture has a lot of like wavy kind of arcs and stuff, which I don't really see here.
Philip
so.
says it may be Weathertop
Yeah, well,
from the middle of the film.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Elvish has been dead for years.
Jesus Christ.
So
Gandalf's base, though.
Wait, say that again?
I said, what was Gandalf's base?
I think it was just like a Mines of Moria. Bring your gain up just a touch for me. I think it was the Mines of Moria. I gotta go back and check. His base was really boring. It definitely wasn't as cool as this.
The new Apellis says Amon Hen.
There you go. That's the place from the end.
okay, there you go.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that in a million years. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Apellas. So that's gonna be very cool. Now this Ben Thomas couldn't make it today, but in his honor we have the Exo-6 Chakotay from Star Trek Voyager.
Chakotay.
175. The pre-order window for this closes October 25th with a release of Q1 2023. Here's what Ben has to say. The likeness is strong, but not bang on. 8 out of 10. Light on accessories, but as far as that crew goes, not much else would go with it. Likely we'll never see this figure from another company again. This is also the closest we've gotten to a full bridge crew so far from Exo-6 and their Voyager line. I think the tailoring looks excellent. I think the face just looks a tiny bit squished horizontally. But otherwise, I think this looks really good. I don't watch Star Trek or the Orville, but is this character supposed to be what Seth MacFarlane's character is based on for that show? Because he kind of looks like Seth MacFarlane, and I feel like...
I don't know anything about Voyager, but Seth MacFarlane is like the captain of it. It's like the,
I see.
He's
Yeah.
the captain.
Is this guy
Although
the
I
captain
don't-
too in his show?
I don't know what Shakatoy is. Shakatoy.
I mean, it says Commander Shakatoy.
Shock it to me, baby.
Shaka. Although I can't unsee when Fern said that he looks like the white Mike Tyson. I honestly just can't.
Wow.
I think, is he white? I thought he was like maybe like an islander.
That photo on the right
Latin.
screams grease lightning.
Wow. The foot on the left too. But yeah, this is if you want to pre-order it, you have until October 25th. So just a few weeks there. And I think Ben said there'll be more EXO stuff coming up here the next week, so we'll got plenty to talk about. But yeah, that's what happened. Now, Hot Toys did release the Echo figure, and I think Rainer either got his this weekend or it's coming like right around the corner.
Yeah,
he got it. He got it.
And hopefully he'll unbox it if he hasn't already. But I think it looks good. I think the
He
portrait...
was. Oh, sorry. He was saving the unboxing for John. It was sitting in his front door, and he was going to show it to Marco, and he was like, "I can't, dude. It's for John." So,
Wow.
yeah.
So hopefully on Monday we'll unbox that. I think it looks excellent. I think the way that they've translated this to live action is, or not live action, but to the realism is pretty good. I just think it's so interesting with this figure that it comes with so much stuff that we've never seen. And not that that's a bad thing by any means, but I think for
Yeah.
season 2 of Bad Batch, if they continue with, because they do look quite different, I think it's gonna be interesting what some of these to see what some of these items do.
Well, I was gonna say even the Black Series came with like an arm we've never seen before in the show. So
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
yeah, it looks great. But like you said, season 2 is just around the corner, and their outfits are completely different. So I don't know. I feel like at the pace these are coming out, we're gonna be at season fucking 6 by the time we have every season 1 look. So I don't know. It's an easy pass for me right now, but it does look good.
Just give him a hand.
You make me feel so bad. Dean.
Why? What did I do?
What?
Because he was supposed to unbox it yesterday. That was the plan. And then we
Oh.
did the re-record show, and I felt so bad.
Oh yeah, he was saving it.
Fuck, I didn't.
Maybe he'll save
Sorry,
himself
Ray.
just a few days longer.
Yeah.
No, he opened it. I'm sorry, Rainer.
He can pretend.
What happened?
What happened?
No, keep going. Keep going. Jesus Christ.
I think it looks cool. I think they
Froze up.
the head sculpt definitely looks like Tamara Morrison. I think it's different enough that it looks like a clone, but looks like Echo's unique sort of structure with all of his attachments and modifications and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really
he's
hoping
kind
they.
of gaunt.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really hoping they complete the line. They've shown the complete line, so I hope that they really do finish it. Because yeah, if you get one, you need them all. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it looks great. This is such a blind spot for me with the Star Wars collecting. So I'm just happy for everyone that, gets stuff that they're interested in. I don't see anything wrong with the figure, but I'm also not huge on the Bad Batch. I don't think I could survive that whole season. So
the season wasn't strong to begin with, but I don't see what other accessories it could have come with, and the fact that they gave us stuff that it didn't have in the show is kind of like, oh shit, okay, well I guess. So I don't hate it.
Dean, you got 1 minute on the clock. With Hot Toys only formally soliciting a few members of the Bad Batch while teasing others, they seem to be falling into a similar trend where full ensemble casts are not usually made. Name a team that Hot Toys has started but not completed that you wish they would finish, and why?
Oh man, a team that I wish they would finish. Fuck, I need longer than a minute to even think of one. Shit, you're gonna take points away from me.
Oh, I'm right there, baby.
Because I was gonna say Justice League, but they did finish Justice League. With the, I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to take points away. I can't think that fast on the spot like that. Yeah.
All right,
we
minus a
steal
point
points?
for Dean. Sure. If
No,
the panel member
I'm
wants-
kidding. I'm kidding.
Just
No.
kidding. Jesus Christ, we're gonna start a civil war.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess let's open it up then. Anyone have a team in mind that they, they've solicited a member or two, or they've put some up for pre-order, but they've yet to complete them?
One that comes to mind is like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I know Drax is very similar to Volume 1, so they haven't done that. They haven't given us a Mantis. It'd be nice to have a Kurt Russell
a
Ego
good one.
figure as well, but yeah,
Damn it,
something
Jason,
along those
you're
lines.
right.
Sucker Punch, a team of
Sucker
3
Punch.
pit droids.
The only one I can think of is the Avengers team in the white suit when they're going into whatever.
Oh, the team
cyberspace.
suit, yeah.
The team
they
suit.
solicited Tony,
Black
and I
Widow
think they showed
and-
Cap, and I think they showed all the rest of them, but they never put them up.
Yeah. The other one that comes to mind, it's not necessarily a team, but it's ESB Han and Chewie and all that stuff, because they haven't given us Empire Han Solo, and that's definitely part of that ensemble. So yeah.
Or a fucking C-3PO. God damn it.
Yeah,
I could
there
have
you go,
gotten this.
C-3PO.
I could have gotten this. Fuck.
Yeah, I hate to see it, but we'll keep you on your toes, boys. We got a few more questions to go. Let's circle back here to our slides, and we will talk about The Black Widow by Hot Toys blogger picks her up. I'll be completely honest. Boy, this is not my favorite thing ever. I don't think it really looks like the prototype. And I'll be completely honest, if this portrait was on just like a normal outfit, I don't know that I would, pick this out right away as Scarlett Johansson. It just looks a bit weird. And
Yeah,
just the
totally.
way that the hair lays, just kind of floating in space, like I don't think that looks particularly good. I I would say the proto I think looked better, but that's really not saying much because I don't think it looked particularly good to begin with. Yeah, I think they lost a few things on this one for me. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm actually super disappointed because I got rid of my Avengers 1 Black Widow in preparation for this one. Because I was like, oh, I just need like a definitive one, and this one had like the cooler outfit. And yeah, I'm super disappointed. She's got like a toe head in this one. She's got,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
it's real like wide. Like, why is. Maybe it's the hair that makes it look wider, but it just looks like a cosplayer. It doesn't even look like Scarlett Johansson. Like, I don't know. It's not good at all. I think just in terms of like the figure itself is fine, but when you, especially for me, when I'm getting it specifically to represent Black Widow, it's a, it's a, it's a non-starter. Like I'm not buying this. So I'm pretty disappointed, and now I need to find another fucking Black Widow. So
What?
it's
Looks like
bad.
Crack Widow, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. It, I'm not sold on it being her. Not even a little bit.
Draw the line saying said could be the camera lens making her head wide. Could be, but the thing here is these are the blogger photos that should be
The
selling.
best of the best.
Should
Yeah.
be the best. So I can't
Yeah,
use, I can't let that slide. Yeah, this is really bad. This is like their first generation Black Widow, with the hair. Remember the Barbie doll hair?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this is rough. This is rough. Are people, in all honesty, are there people out there still looking for a Black Widow?
Yeah, Dean.
Yeah,
Got him,
literally.
dude.
sold-
Like,
Got him.
I sold my Avengers 1 with the Barbie doll hair, which is actually a pretty great figure. It's just the suit was, I could tell, was just another month away from flaking into oblivion. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me sell this one and I'll get a more definitive version. Because she had like the shield logo on her shoulder anyway. So this one was kind of blank from all that. So I was like, I want a better Black Widow, but it ain't this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say it definitely is a degradation from the prototype. The prototype, in my opinion at least, was a pretty knockout of the park. Scarlet, between this one and the white suit, I think they might be the same, but maybe a little bit different because of the hair. But yeah, the prototype definitely went down, and I agree. It does look wide. We'll have to see. For me personally, just taking photos and stuff like that, it could be especially the straight on one of her face. It could be the lens that's making it look wide, because in the left hand, it looks a little bit smaller. Not much, but a little bit smaller on the one on the left hand side when it's not straight down the barrel. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think the figure, like the suit and the proportions of it and all that stuff, I think it looks good. I mean, I can't see her dumper on the other side, but I think everything else looks in proportion.
Jesus. A dumper?
Her
Dear
pooter.
Lord.
Dumper, baby.
Send
But I mean,
facts
I
to
think
Cleveland.
I think it looks good. I mean, the head sculpt definitely went down from the prototype. So I'll wait to see, that when the early reviews come in, to see exactly how wide it is, because based on these pictures, it definitely looks like a little bit of a bobblehead. But we'll see. I have the other Black Widow figures, not anywhere close to me, but I have them, and they've kind of got a little bit better every time. So we'll see how this one turns out in hand. But yeah.
we won't see, because it's not going to be better. This is from what, Endgame? Or the
I think
movie
this
Black
is from
Widow?
the solo film.
Solo
The
film.
solo film, right? Pack it up already.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's disappointing that the portrait isn't there. And who knows? Maybe they just rushed it to get done with this movie, move on, get the figures out, and just move on to the next thing. Like I said, and I
Is
think
that
it
okay
just
though? I don't think that's okay at all.
no,
For
it's
the
not
price
okay.
that we're
but
paying, and
Right.
They're-
that's a weird. I would hope that's not the case. That would be awful.
But it wouldn't surprise me either if they're like, we're still 40 Star Wars figures behind. Let's just, clear out some of this Marvel stuff that's
They're like,
over and
this
done
bitch has been dead for like 3 years. We need to fucking move on.
Dear
To make more Iron
Lord.
Man.
Yeah, but then you have the people that are purchasing the people that are purchasing this figure half-assed the way it is. Then do we blame them for Hot Toys keeping on going with these bad business practices?
It's tough because if they cancel, they may lose a deposit. If they keep it, they're getting a subpar figure when they were promised, I would say very clearly, a better prototype. Again, I don't think it's an amazing prototype, but I think it's certainly much better than what was shown with the release. So I think it's upsetting that, so many people backed it, kind of what you're saying, John, like don't pre-order. But it's just weird. Like Mark always says, it's tough because you don't pre-order. But nowadays, you get bit in the butt, right? Like, things go to low stock or wait list long before they should be released. It's a weird game now.
Well,
and sometimes you pre-order, you pay full price, and then 3 months later, you get it for 25% off and free shipping, right? So it is tough. It is tough. This was really neat. Iconic Studios released their first figure today. This was in collaboration with TB League for the body, their Ryu. I'm going to pull up their video, and for the love of God, please don't copyright claim me. But
Hi, I'm Andy.
I think it looks pretty good. I think the box looks incredible. I usually don't particularly care about box art and stuff, but they added some really classy touches to it. And of course, my internet's going to bog down right when I do this. Fact checker says, so we aren't going to check actual in-hand pics and just use rando online comparisons. My God, those are the blogger pics from
blogger photos
the
from Hot
company
Toys, buddy. What are you
themselves,
talking about?
Fool. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. Let's reload.
Of course, we're gonna wait for in hand, but Hot Toys is getting their bloggers to take photos.
Yeah, we're
We're not
going
gonna go off that.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen actual in-hand photos yet. So
I don't think they have them. I will say they used to have way better blogger, photographers than they do now. I forget who the main one was that quit. Like a year or two
Kisma.
ago. Yeah, but he was really good. Yeah.
Last name.
Jesus Christ. Well, let's see if we can't go to their fucking page. Oh, there we go. Thank God. I wasn't showing you guys the box art, but I don't really want to tempt fate here. But I think from what they solicited to what they released, I think they did a really good job. In fact, I'm gonna go to their page because I feel like this is just not gonna work. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I
the
think
body's
that's-
really good.
It does look fucking good.
The body
honestly,
looks
like
really good.
no percentage lost. You know what I mean? And what we were told we were getting, what we were shown we were getting, and now what you are getting.
Dude, I almost messaged Andrew today to ask him that very question, like if you could quantify kind of the quality. But Dean, I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It looks, and of course I will say this, this is the manufacturer unboxing. This could be. I'm not saying that this is, because Andrew would never do this, but I assume this is just a production sample off the line. This is what we're seeing here. But what I'm seeing here, you are 100% right. This is like ripped right out the prototype. Like, it is stunning.
Yeah. I think maybe like the only thing I could really point to and say that's not technically is like the fraying on the jacket. But like that's going to be different on every figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Material doesn't behave the same in every instance, but I mean that's such a nitpicky thing to point out. But yeah, I think that they fucking nailed this thing. It's insane how good this is.
And I know I was kind of critical of the body that they chose, that I wanted jointed bodies, but I think it certainly helps that the the iconic, like what is his power move called? I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce it because I feel like I'm gonna sound like a dingus. But the two arm pose, your both arms are
Snap.
fairly straightforward.
Hadouken.
Thank you.
Yeah,
They're both fairly straightforward, so I think longevity wise, I think you'd do pretty well long
Yeah,
term
maybe
with
I would
that.
worry about the shoulder, but like the shoulder blade, not really up here, but in the
Yeah.
back.
Did you see those
And
pegs? They looked shorter than normal, and
I
they
think it's
looked
magnetic.
metal.
I think it's magnetic. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Because
don't think
the hands,
magnetic,
when
no.
he showed the hands, it had like peg holes in them, and it didn't look.
Yeah, it doesn't look magnetic.
Yeah. Fuck. I really wish this shit would not be buffering right now. Let's go to fucking 480p. Experiencing interruptions. Yes. Oh, because everyone is using the internet right now in the world. Anyways, I think the effects look really good too. I think they're nice and clear. Not a lot of bubbles in them. You get like stuff like Hasbro stuff. Obviously, this isn't really in the same realm, but you see like a lot of bubbles inside of it, and it looks really, really terrible.
Do they show one of them attaching this to the figure? I'm wondering how that works.
There's a stem on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Apparently says if you go to 360p, you get no interruptions. So let's try that. Yeah, there's just a stand. That didn't help. Oh, this is embarrassing. I should just download these videos beforehand, I guess. Yeah, I think it looks great. I think for their first release, you always have that doubt when you get a new company. And I think, nice thick acrylic, nice and clear, no bubbles in the stand there for the effect. Yeah, TK says 144p. Yeah, at this rate, I'm gonna have to go to fucking. Where's the? Yeah, fact checker says that because it's PCS mobile. I have really good internet. I don't know why the fuck it's doing this right now. In fact, I'm on a speed test right now.
Yeah, what are you on my internet?
Jesus Christ, yeah. I mean, so what do y'all think about this right now? What are we thinking here?
I think it looks awesome, dude. I'll echo what Dean says. I think it looks freaking awesome.
It looks
I'm
great.
really bummed that I didn't buy this.
Yeah, is it
know
available still anywhere or? Is it
I'll
done,
double
or-
check. But you know what really fucking pisses me off? I'm like 900 megabits per second right now, and it's fucking it can't even play fucking a YouTube video. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not my internet. It's just fucking because my internet's getting roasted. I have to defend my internet's honor just real quick. I don't know. I think you're right, Dean. I think probably a little bit too much fraying on some parts, but I think overall, I think this is certainly much better than I was expecting, to be honest. And that backdrop actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, because I usually have at least one Ryu and Kin in my collection at any given time. I had the Figure Arts versions, but I sold them for I was funding something else, and I haven't had them in my collection since. So I've been pretty bummed out. But this is super tempting. But yeah, I don't think it's available anymore.
You can pre-order off of Sideshow still.
Oh wow,
cool.
That's not bad.
And I know someone said that they tease Ken. Have they done any more than tease it, or is it still
The
nothing off the
photos.
pre-order
I'm
or
trying to go to
anything?
Andrew's Facebook page because this shit's just not working.
For $289, that's not bad, man. Wow.
No, not bad at all. Let me go to Andrew's page because he had said that when they uploaded the video to YouTube, it really kind of ruined the quality of the photos.
Yeah.
So this was a photo that he shared. Love to see that. Looking really solid there. And then let me see if he had the Ken photo.
Yeah. Fact checker said it's at the end of the Ryu video.
Yeah,
Do you
I'll
have
go
any
back if I need
hesitancy
to.
on that body, or is that just we've
I
been
think
conditioned?
Tons.
I think the standard Fison hesitancy, but I know he said he's tested it, and I love Andrew, and this is nothing against Andrew, but I have zero faith in a Fison
Yeah.
being in
Plus
a pose for any.
Don't they?
Yeah,
all
I
have
think
warranty?
I think if you mess around with the figure, take some photos, and then leave it in like a relatively neutral pose, you should be okay. All my Fisons that I have my Leonidas on one, my Jill Valentine. She's fine. So, and those are. I don't really do anything too crazy with those.
And didn't they also say that they'll warranty the body or something like that? I forget what it was, but yeah, that wasn't one of the things that.
I
as
think
well?
they said if you had an issue, you could reach out to them, but I don't know if it's like a 6 month, 1 year, 30 day. Like, I don't know the qualifier, but the Ken photos, they're kind of like a teaser. They're not really like showing the actual
But this
figure outside of more than just this.
Iconic designed this body specifically for this, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a custom. It's not an off the rack body.
Yeah.
They said that they tried to do some, but they weren't able to get the proper build with something off the shelf. Yeah, that gi does look really rad. They said that kind of killed the quality. But look at this backdrop. Typically, the 1/6 scale backdrops, I don't particularly like them, but this looks pretty decent, honestly.
It's really big. They're normally not that large.
Yeah, no, this is really good. I would say as their first release, big fan of what we got there.
I would
John,
like to take. I'd like to pick one up just to test the body. To be honest.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would send us one for that purpose.
Oh boy.
A minute on the clock. Let's see if this fucking minute we'll have to count to 60 in our head. John, with Iconic Studios releasing its first figure, Ryu, this week, with what they've shown us so far and the kind of licenses that they've picked up, what figures would you like to see them tackle next?
I'd like to see them tackle figures that we're not getting from licensed companies. How about a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'd love to see a Willy Wonka. Who else can we see? Mrs. Doubtfire, please. Mrs. Doubtfire. With the removable mask or whatever. I'd like to see that. Maybe, who else can we see? Figure-wise? From characters that
Yeah, just keep in mind the kind of licenses they're going for at the moment. So, do you got any video game stuff in mind you'd like to see from them?
Maybe a Max Payne.
Hey, there you
From
go.
PS2. Really enjoyed Max Payne. Grand Theft Auto. Maybe get some of the cast from the Grand Theft Auto games. Gears of War would be cool. I know that was a really popular Xbox game, or even Halo for that matter. Would be pretty cool to get.
All
I'd go one
right.
movie, but yeah,
There you